Right, okay, so it's been a while since I've been out with the GRiii. Just sat in the car, ready to go out, but I want to just set myself up, you know, readiness for this little session. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to set it on high contrast black and white and stick to that. Shooting in JPEGs only, so straight from the camera. In fact, the images I choose to show you, the only thing I will do probably is do crop, slightly crop if needed. FA, shutter speed 500th of a second, fairly fast, and set on auto ISO. Now it's metered to highlights. I might change that. Do center weighted. Center weighted, yeah. So a quick test. What's that giving me? Okay, 640 ISO. A pretty dull day. Right, okay. Let's get rambling. Let's get some urban photography done. Black and white style. Right, busy road this. One thing I am going to do though, rather than head that way, which is into the city, I'm going to head this way. On the outskirts. I might just go around the outskirts today. See what else we can get. The visibility isn't great, but the sun was coming out early. Quite faint, one big cloud today. One thing I didn't mention to guys to say is I'm going to set it on snap focus based on 5 meters. So basically everything from 5 meters onwards is going to be in focus. Acceptable sharpness. Same settings. Right. It's all about practicality. Shooting black and white, how practical it is. Let's prove that. Black and white photography is very practical. It's a genre you can basically shoot wherever you go. And the whole point of this video, and quite a few of my videos, is showing you that, especially in urban environments. I'm just going to wander around and just look for compositions. I mentioned this before, but I find urban photography easier because you've got natural shapes, but mainly man-made shapes as well. And within that, you've got leading lines, repetitive shapes, and this is what composition's all about. Such as that. There you go. Shapes. Do you know what I'm conscious about? I'm set at 5 meters, so that's going to be out of focus. So you can actually change that. The whole point of this video is doing your photography with less thought about changing your camera settings. It's all about just looking around and lifting your camera and shooting. So I want to avoid changing that. Let's just keep to 5 meters and just be conscious of that. It's a very semi-industrial area, lots of car garages. Not much to shoot, to be honest. Now, I'm going to go back my word a little bit here. I mentioned that I don't want to play around with settings. I've already done it. I've changed it from 5 meter snap focus to auto focus because it won't really be practical. I was finding myself shooting close-up things beyond 5 meters. So there you go, that's the first change. I'm going to stick to it, that's it. No more changes. Right, so I'm going to head, well, I'm heading to the end of this road now. I'm going to take a right here and then head back towards Leeds city centre. Do you like this here? These lines here. Good work, in fact. See that? Auto now. Notice the highlights as well. That don't really bother me. I just think overblown highlights. And this style of photography just adds to the effect, the ambience. So what I'm doing today is shooting in black and white. I'm not specifically going to look for shots which work best in black and white. I'll shoot away and then determine when I get back home to see which ones work and which don't. And they don't always work. Yeah, you need good, strong contrast for successful black and white imagery. But always on the lookout. This is what the joy of photography for me is all about, especially in the urban environments. I want to move quick. I don't hang around. Look at that dirty Leeds. Dirty Leeds. Had a reputation of it, 1970s. Top flight football. Will they get there this season? What's this car doing? I want to get run over. Keep moving. Morning. So this is what I'm looking at, what's stopping me. You've got the curve of the curb and also the diagonals of this overhanging fence. It's just stopping me. I'm just snapping it. Could be there forever, perfecting it, but it probably is not there. Well, that's what I'm snapping at. You know, this is what it's all about. Intuitive photography, snap photography. This is what this camera is for. Oh well, that's the use I have it for it anyway. Not much thought about it. Just set it up, customise it to how you want it, and off you go. I can't help it. I'm going to adjust my settings, changing my exposure, compensation. Yeah, I'm finding that the subject it's getting too dark because it's compensating, so it's metering on the sky. I'm using quite a lot of sky in the compensation, so I'm going to adjust it. Very minimal, but it's so easy. It's on the fly. Right, I'm heading into the city now. I said I wasn't gonna, but I'm in towards the city. Let's see if there's anything else to shoot. Still on the outskirts of Leeds, not heading into the city centre. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I keep doing that all the time. Good to explore different parts of the outer skirts. You know, something new. See that? Look, you've got your green weaving line heading onto the block of flats there. That work? Probably not actually. Look at that, how dark is that? See it? It's focused. Sorry, it's metering on the sky. So a bit of compensation. So one thing this camera does do is eat a lot of batteries. So what do? You buy a lot of batteries. 4 batteries I've got. So first change of the day. Already lots of lines, all these lines everywhere. Introduction of arches there, the railway bridge. Worth a go, worth a stab. I'm not sure if cars help it or not. So you've got left hand side, you've got the squares of the window frames, diagonal of the railings, you got the block of flats in the background. And this is where I go down here. I was hoping it'd set me around, but it's not gonna. What's here? It's an open window there, it opens, right? You've got the blossom there in the background. So that'll work. So. 70s style buildings, look at that. bridge. Again, 70s style, I say 70s style bridge, I'm assuming it is. It looks like it, doesn't it? It's a nice shape there. Really noisy here. I'm thinking of slowing the shutter speed. I want to get the cars a bit of movement. Right, so, take it down to what? 30%? Jesus. Let's move more into the middle. Bit of creativity. And why not? It's worth it. We're living in the digital age. We can experiment. But I'm going to shift it back up to where I was, 500 of the second. So on F8. Nothing there really. It's all blending in. The black and white's all blending in, all greys, white's there, the windowsill. Yeah, you come across quite a few different senses in urban environments. That's got a pong to it. I don't know what they're making there. I think it's dog food or something. Doesn't really make me feel peckish. Graffiti. This railing's a bit too big. Right. I must remember where I am. I haven't got long. In fact, let's head down here. See, it's the city there, high-rise buildings. Again, a little bit of creativity using some diagonal lines. I've dropped it down, shutter speed down to about, well, a 30th of a second. Try and make things as horizontal, vertical as possible. Can't always happen. Oh yeah, I'm just making use of the traffic, moving traffic. Tells a story in a way. Gives it a bit of action. Right, I'm heading back towards where I parked. I'm just a bit conscious I'm heading into the city. I don't want to do that. I've got a plan. I've got about an hour. Got a few snaps. There you go. That's it. Easy. Just wandering around. Semi-urban environment. I understand street photography can be a bit nerving for a lot of people because of people. But if you stick to the outskirts, you get some interesting compositions. There's lots of man-made, diagonals, shapes, lines, verticals, horizontals to play with. Do what I've done today. Bring the shutter down. You know, create some movement in your photography. But most important of all is black and white photography. Make the most of it. The practicality of black and white photography is wonderful. It's all genres, timeless. It'll never go. Right. I'm off.